Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope everybody's having a very, very wonderful day today. I had a really great weekend, and last week was really great. Me and my daughter went over to the World of Color, and that was in Herndon, Virginia. World of Color 2019. I don't know what year it is. Here I go already. Haven't even 5 seconds into the video, and I'm not even making sense. It's all right. If you guys follow me, you kind of know that that's kind of what I do in every video. But anyways, it was a great, cool event. I'm pretty sure it was the last one. The gentleman's name is David Vernon. He runs the place. He's been doing a fantastic job for the last, I think, 4 or 5 years they've been doing it. I'll be going to his studio sometime early next year for a 3-day workshop, so I'll make sure that I announce all that stuff here on YouTube. And if you guys follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I'll make sure I have the information over there. I have to come up with 3 nice, good projects and send them over to him, so this way we can all just have fun for 3 days. But it was a great event. It was the last one, and I got to meet a lot of great people over there, and a lot of people that follow me. I was able to just meet them face to face and just hear their stories, and it's always a great thing for me to hear, when I have made a difference in somebody's life. That is like the fuel for my fire that keeps me going. It just tells me that I'm doing the right thing, and it's just something that I always want to do. So I hope that I've been able to help you in some way, shape, or form in your life or in your struggles or whatever, by trying to get you motivated. It's a very important thing to just get yourself motivated, and painting is something that can change anybody. I will always be a firm believer in that. Painting can change somebody's life, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life pushing that out to you guys until I am blue in the face. Today we are going to do something a little bit different. We're going to use 3 colors. It's not so much different. Well, the mountain is very different in this one. This is based off of a painting that I sold. I really didn't want to sell it, but I sold it because the lady really loved the picture. I sent it out to her, and I just want to remake it because it's something that I really liked. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So if you want to follow along, this is definitely something that you can do. Just get your 3 colors out: blue, black, and white, and we'll go ahead and get started. Stand by for just a few seconds. Let me get my stuff set up, and I will be right back. Here we go. All right. Let's do this. Okay, I got a 24 by 30 canvas up here. A little bit different than normal, but this particular picture was a little bit bigger than normal. So I got my blue, got my black, and I got my white. So let's do this. Start off small. Take some blue and black here. And right here, boom. See, a little too much blue. That's why you start off with small amounts. And as far as the preparation that I did for this particular canvas right here, what I did was I had some of that Galkid gel from Gamblin, and I took that and I mixed that with just like a tiny bit of white. I guess I'm going to set the palette down real quick. I'm going to wipe this on a paper towel. Don't need a lot of paint here. All right. Boy, that easel's moving today, isn't it? Just dragging some of this color down. Yeah, something like that there. You make a slight adjustment here. See how that does. So I know that there's going to be a little bit probably of a glare on this angle here, but I have to figure out a good way to fix that. I think I just put this angle here so I can look over and talk to you every every few minutes you can see what my facial expressions are when I mess something up or say something that doesn't make sense. I think that's really the only reason for that angle. So I loaded that tiny bit of paint on here, and I've just been dragging it down, dragging it all the way down here, something like this right here, right about here. Yeah, that's really all I've been doing is spreading the color down. I've used a very little bit. If you use a little bit of paint, you're in much better shape. If anybody knows of like a good place where I can get like some really good blinds that like could go over top of a window that'll tint the window out completely or kind of black it out, but then go back to normal when I want it to go back to normal, leave me a comment below, because one of the biggest issues that I have faced since I've moved into the studio, when I'm recording in the studio and I'm making these paintings and I'm actually filming, people try to come, they want to come in, they want to do this, they're at the door, and I lock the place down, but it's just becoming a little bit of a hassle actually. So I want to just black everything out, so when I'm actually recording, I don't want people to be able to see in here at all, because when that happens I have to stop the video. And if anybody knows anything about like the editing process, it's just more work. So if anybody knows of a device that I can put over the windows or some kind of particular blinds or anything like that to where I could just black everything out and then just kind of bring the daylight back in when we're done, that would be great. All right. Okay, let me just move down to here real quick too. I just want to throw some of this color in down here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Blue, black. Just get it in over here like this. Doesn't matter how you put it in, whether you circles or side to sides or this, it really don't matter. I just want to get some of that color and a little bit more blue. There we go. So to give you an idea, if you've never been here before, the studio has there's a big window in the front where you can kind of see right in. You can pretty much see the whole studio except for like the back office areas. So I just think that would be something good. So I don't, it's very hard when you're making a video and you lose your focus and you have to stop what you're doing and then go back to it. All right. Something like that. So you know what? Let me scoop up. I'm going to scoop up just a little bit of white. I just want to soften this up just a bit here. Boom. And that's how you do it. Okay. All right, let me set this dirty brush down real quick. I'm grabbing a clean brush. And what am I going to do here? All right. We're going to go up here. Little brush strokes. Let's get rid of them real quickly. Back and forth like this. And I started from the bottom because I really didn't want to pull, any of that dark color from the top back down. So I started here with a clean brush and worked my way up. Set this down. Back to the dirty brush. I just want to get a little bit more of that white on there, and I just want to drag. I got to drag this area over just a little bit more. This was a little bit more extended. Okay. What do we got? Fan brush time. Let's grab a fan brush. Where are you at? There you are. All right, here we go. Fan brush, pure white. Pulling it in. Get a pretty good amount on there. And this Galka gel actually allows the paint to flow so much differently than the other mediums that I've used. I actually really, really like this stuff a lot. And just keep on reloading. And we'll go right about here. Just dropping these big old, I'm holding the brush straight on and making a little top here and there and then a bottom, and you can come back up and just extend some of these over like this, and it just makes multiple layers in such a short time. It's incredible. Just getting some more white over here, and then I'm going to come right about here and just put a big old thing right there, right up into the dark. And you just put these wherever you want. Just little baby ones there. You can scoot the brush back and forth like that. Yeah, all right. Let's go back to, we have a somewhat of a clean brush here. Just gonna soften this up. And this is so great because it doesn't just like blend it right into the sky, but it just takes some of it and it softens it. I don't know, I could see myself using this Galka gel often as a medium. I really could. It's just so great. And I'm just hitting the bottom edge of these clouds. Simple, simple, easy things right here. Let me step back and take a look here. Oh yeah, incredible. And then lift it. And I'm putting a little bit more pressure on this, because with the other mediums, when you do this, you have to be really soft because it'll just kind of slop it right into the sky. Well, this doesn't do that. If I can describe it to you, it's like super, like sticky or something. Incredible. I love it. I love it. All right. All right, time for, here we go. Time we've been waiting for, the big old mountain. All right, so let's do this. Let's mix up a little, see that, blue and black. About 50-50. I'm taking this white and just putting in this white here. And this is going to just kind of lighten the color up a little bit. Just so it's not a pure black. All right. Let's get some out there and then, all right. Let's just start. Let's just do it. Start off, I'm holding the knife flat. I'm just going to put in a basic design here. A little bit different than what I normally do. Bring that up like that. And I'm just getting more paint, pulling it out flat, getting another little bit onto there. And let's bring this up there. And I have a reference off to my right side that I'm working off of. Okay, drop this down. And then boom, another one there. And then this one goes up like that to the peak right there. way. And this is, it's not going to be exact, but it'll be close. Right off the canvas, just like that. All right, let me set the palette down for this one here, because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just pull. I just want to pull some of this color. See? I want to pull it down first with the knife. Just like that. And I'm scraping pretty hard, as you can see here. Okay, I'm going to go get a little bit more paint here. Just into our little pile here. And I want to make this a little something here. There's like a little projection right about here, something like that. Just getting that dark color in there. All right, you wipe the knife off real quick, and I'm just going to grab this dirty brush. And I'm going to go up here and let's see how this works first. Pull some of this color down. And you can always go back, and add more, but you're better off starting with less, in my opinion. It doesn't really matter, which way you get the color in there, as long as you get it in there. All right. And I don't really think I had too much medium over in this area right here. All right, let me grab, I just want to take a little bit of white, a little bit more. I just want to soften this area up right here, because it's going to help this little peak stand out right there. And get a little bit of white over here too. Yeah, something like that. I'm making like a little layer of mist right here. Not too worried about here because there's a tree. There is a tree going right in this area, right about there somewhere. All right. All right, I think that's a good enough base there to work with. I guess I could do just one more. I'm looking at this. There is something that kind of comes over this way, and it does go this way just a hair too. Just something else to work with right there. Okay. Soften the bottom of this up here. Pull it a little bit. kind of just work it right in to, the other stuff that we have going on here. Okay. Yeah, I got to be honest. I actually really like this Galca gel stuff. I really do. Okay. Here we go. Wiping the knife. Let me just rip this paper towel off here. Oop. Already wearing it. That'll end up on my face. All right, let me clean a spot here. All right, I'm going to scoop up some white right here. I'm going to get a little bit on there, and then I'll start right up here, right about there, and just kind of touch and pull. See that? I'm pulling like straight down. I'm going back in. I'm kind of like loading up, reloading again. See? Touch and pull. You pick up a little blue. So I just kind of set it off to the side, pull out some more paint, and then redo it again. All right, so this kind of comes down like this. Something like that there. Right down, right there. All right, I'm putting in the lighter areas first. I'm just trying to carefully go off of my reference here. Every time you see me go down, I'm just doing this, just pulling off a little bit more paint. That's all that I'm doing. All right. I'm gonna bring this one up like this. And it sounds like I'm scratching, but I'm not. It's actually very, very, very light pressure here. All right. A little bit right over here. And we're going to go right over to the shadow colors here in just a few minutes here. And just so I don't lose my spot here, here's our little other projection that kind of works up, from that mountain right there, and it just kind of works down like that. And when you're doing this, you don't have to do it the same. You can, experiment and make different little angles in your picture too. It don't have to be exactly the same. There's a little flat one there. We have one here. It drops down like this. And I always like to scrape a little bit of the paint down the opposite side, even before I put the shadows, because it'll help. It'll give it a different value. If I see a straight line, I try to make it crooked. All right, no straight lines. No straight lines. All right, let me just step back here a minute and take a look at what we have. All right, before I do more with the highlights, I'm going to put in some of these shadows. So for that, I'm just going to take some white and blue. A little bit more blue. Just mix that up. I'm adding just a little bit more blue each time until I think it looks decent. I think that's good. All right, so now we can come right up here and just kind of reverse what we just did. So let's start here. See, pull some there. I'm just going to go back in and get more paint just about each time. Just drop some in. See? And it's okay to leave some of the dark spots in there. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Because that's going to show up as something different. Different texture. And when you have different textures, that's what you want. Alright, here we go, right down. Something like that. Get a little bit more paint. A little bit more blue, a little bit more white. Then I want to bring the shadow right like this. Make it look a little bumpy back in here like this. Because then we can bring in more highlights on top of this. I'm just going to get some more blue and some more white. Just mix up another pile here because I'm going to use it. I'm just cutting off them little rolls of paint. This drops right straight down, just like this. Adding just all kinds of little textures and things. Come right in here and then put some here like this. Yeah, this is working good. Drop some right in here like this. We just about used up that whole pile too. All right, let me take a step back and see. Not too bad. It's not too bad. All right, I'm going to wipe that off now, and I'm just going to get a little bit of white here, and that's when I'm going to come back in here and just kind of put a few more little, light highlight areas in here. Just make it crooked, put some more texture, stuff like that. Like maybe here I'll connect it in the middle, something like this. I do want to put a little bit of light right here. Right about there, and just kind of maybe some of that's catching a little light right there. Something like that. I'm not worried about too much back here at all. We can put just a little bit. Get a little bit of blue color here. I just want to put a little bit something right there. And now, let me step back again. All right, I think that is Not too bad, not too bad. All right, let me clear a spot here. Let's take pure black. See that? Pure black. And just in a few little spots, I'm going to put some of it right like this. Not in too many spots because you'll definitely overdo this for sure. I'm just, just breaking up any little edge that I can think of. And I keep stepping back because it's super important. And the black is going to show that it's a little bit closer. The rocks are a little darker, stuff like that. And I think, all right. Let me set the palette down. Wipe the old knife off. Let's do this. This was the one that wasn't that dirty. I do want to just kind of go in here real quick. Hold this. This thing's moving today. It's because the canvas is so huge. Wipe it off. I just want to lift it. I want it to appear, a little bit misty right back there. And I'll do the same thing over here. And I wipe it off after I do that. I just kind of tap into it. And just lifting up on it. We can pull a tiny bit of this down just to kind of set it in place. Not too much though. I'm just going back and forth because I want to make a little bit of like a light spot right there for the next step. All right, moving right along here. Let's grab, what are we going to do here? Let's grab us a fan brush. This is a smaller fan brush. This is a number 3 right here, and we're going to take, it's just blue, black, and white. It's a very grayed color. A little bit more black into that color. See, blue, black, and white. And I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to set this down, and I'm going to scrub. I'm not, definitely not worried about the bottom for sure. I'm just scrubbing up and down. All the way across. Something like that. And I'll come over here, make a little bit bigger of a scrubbing motion. All the way over to here. We can just cut off whatever we don't use, no problem. Now I'll go back into that pile and softly just lift a little bit because it'll look like little thinner trees or something back there. But you want to make sure that you have that little light spot right there because it'll show up as a tree. All right. Let me I'll just grab this dirty brush, I think. I do want to pull some of this down into the water. Man, This Galca gel is so great. It's just, I can't explain it. You just have to try it. It's like real sticky, and the paint is definitely anything but mud. You see how hard I'm doing this, and it didn't even like, man, I'll tell you, if there's other mediums, you know, they would definitely make a big difference for sure, as far as they would be muddy by now if I use that much pressure. All right. Back to the knife real quick. All right, I'm just going to, I just want to put a little bit of, you know, snow in here. Just a little bit of snow. You know, indication of snow. All right, just like that. Maybe we'll have it come down like this. Get a little bit more paint on here. What do you say? Something like that? All right, let's do this. Let's pull a little bit of this white paint down, just the tiniest bit. It'll give a little reflection, see, in the water. See that? And then we'll work this back and forth. Set that back down, go back to the knife, a little bit of blue, a little bit of blue and white. All right, it's a little bit of a line, I guess, and then we can actually extend it right back up because I kind of cut some of the snow out. No big deal. Yeah, something like that. Looks just fine. All righty. We are moving right along, aren't we? Okay. Back to the fan brush. Back to the fan brush. Making a big pile here. Blue, black, a little bit of white here so I can see what color I'm using. That's the best way to kind of lighten your color up, and that'll help you see, you know, what shade it is. I wanted a very grayed color here, so I'm adding a little bit more black to the blue. But I don't want it to look like, you know, charcoal trees. All right, let's get some stuff on here. And we'll start off, I don't know, right about here, yeah. A lot of trees going in here today. A lot of trees going in here today. I'm going to do the uppy trees. All right, there's one. There's one tree. Go right over to here, and then this is a bigger one. Just make that tap mark and just get it in. I did a video on this the other day about how to make these upward evergreen trees. Well, there's nothing green about them today, but I did make a video. So if you want to go check it out. All right, I'm going to put a big one right here. I just make that starter line just because it does help. It helps me figure out exactly where I'm going. This tree's a little bit more bare than the other one. Maybe there's a little one right in the center here, so you just kind of pop it in real quick. And just for the sake of it, I think I'm going to put one like going off the canvas right there. You see, and even this is different than the original. Just putting dark color in here just to darken it up. Same thing here, right in the center. Yeah, so this is even different, which is great because it's always a good thing when it's a little bit different, in my opinion. All right, more paint, more paint. What do we have here? We have one right on here. I'm going to put the big one in first. Just blue, black, and white. Blue, black, and white. So what do you guys like, what is your favorite kind of trees to paint? You know, let me know down in the comments below of what is your favorite trees to paint. And if I see, like, you know, something that everybody has in common, I can do a video on those, you know, that particular type of trees if I haven't done one already. All right, I need some more paint to mix up, so I'm going to get some blue, black, blue and black. A little white in there so we can see what color it is. And I'm just still using the fan brush. That's all that I'm using. And I'm going to pop me in some bushes with the fan brush. So I'm going to come right up here, right to the snow, like this. And I'm just going to put some dark color in here, just like this. And just kind of work it all the way to the edge. And all this stuff down here, I'm going to pull some of this for reflections, so I'm not too, you know, worried about that stuff there. See? Okay. Over here, I want that one to come out like that. Be a little different over here. See? Boom. And then over here, it don't matter. You could just kind of swirl it in, or, you know, whatever you want to do. But I'll tell you what, I'm really excited that I'm actually doing this, because this is like one that I really liked, you know, and I really didn't want to sell it, but I did, sold it. So happy that I'm remaking it. Let me grab, let's do this. I'm going to get some white and some blue. White and blue. I'm just making a very light gray blue color. And I'm going to put something back there. Just a little baby tree back here. Just a different value. It'll show depth. See, just tapping in after the fact. Maybe we'll turn one of these into a distant tree with a little detail in it. If you follow me on Facebook too, I think I'm going to be doing a couple live streams, at least maybe one a week, hopefully, if not twice a week. I did one the other night on a basic tree, and I thought it was pretty cool. So head over there and, you know, check it out. I'll leave a link below for the channel. All right, it's enough fun there. Let me set that down and set the fan brush down. I'm going to grab, doesn't matter, the dirty brush, the clean one, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to come in here like this and then just pull some of this down to make our reflections here. You know, something like this. Give it a quick wipe. All right, and move right over to here, to this side. Same thing. Same thing. All right, all right. Let's pick up the knife, get some white, a little blue color to gray it. Here and just put a little indication of a water line here. Just for now, I'm just going to do just a small indication of one, because I do want to put a little bit of snow in here like this. See, a little shadow snow there. Just to give you that idea. Touching and pulling it back like this. Little shadow areas. Just for right now. All right, knife. Set the knife down. Ugh. I'm going to take now some blue. A little bit more of a blue color. So there's still blue and black. But let me get some white on here. I just want to throw some highlights on some of these bushes here. So let me see how this looks. I just want to give the indication here. See that? Go right in here and just throw see this few down here. These will turn into, hopefully, yeah, reflections. Scoop up some more white. Just scooping it on the fan brush. And I'm doing the same thing here. Just reloading. Yeah, simple is what I like. I don't want anything too complicated. Just drop a few of these down here. All right. Okay. Back to the dirty brush. It's okay if some of that water gets pulled down too, or the water line or the snow that we put in. It's totally fine. There's one. And there's two. All right, let me set this back up there. Getting some white paint onto the knife, and I'm just going to come right here and I'm going to drop just some snow areas in carefully, right up to the water, just like this. And when I say snow areas, I mean just like a little bit of a brighter color. Drag some of them back so it looks like it goes into those little bushes or whatever. See, like this. Okay, set that down, and then just right back to the fan brush with the same color that we had. And I'm just going to crunch up a few areas around there so there's no straight lines. It just kind of really does set it into place. You know what? things here. There. I'm being very quick. Little trunks. And get some blue. Blue and white. There is a little black in there. That's all right, though. I just want to guess I'll put a little highlight colors on the tree. Why not? I'm just doing a little bit, though. Something like this. A little more color. Move over to this one. And I'm moving my wrist, too. I'm following the same direction as I did when I was making the actual tree. Something like that, right about there. Well, I am definitely happy. The only thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it right now, is I am going to take the liner brush and add a few sticks and just twigs and stuff like that. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I am super excited that I remade this painting because I didn't want to get rid of it, and now that I have something here while it's fresh in my mind, I can tweak it if I want to. I can just do little things and have that memory. I have reference photos, but I can add my little tree limbs and different things like that. But thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor. Like, subscribe, share the video, do all them things. Let me know what your favorite type of trees are to paint in the not the description, the comment section. Yeah, leave your information in the comment section. Also, very important, tell me what videos you want me to make. I need to know. I don't know unless I hear it from you guys. I need to know what the great ideas are for what videos you want me to make. So leave a comment below. Let me know what kind of videos you want me to make, and I will make them. So thank you. I appreciate it. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great day, and we will see you soon. See ya.